How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. Now on today's show we're going to be talking about Newcastle because their proposed takeover has collapsed. We're also going to be talking about Manchester City because they've had a bid for Nathan Ake accepted. And the last piece of news involves Mesut Ozil because his agent has said that he's going nowhere this summer.
I represent my fucking self.
How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. That's right.
So the first place we're going to start is Newcastle and the news that broke late yesterday afternoon that their takeover has collapsed and Newcastle fans are not happy because they're having to face up to the reality that they're going to stick with Mike Ashley, and it's more of the same old and more of the same relegation battles. They've gone from thinking that they were going to be taken over by Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, loads of money, loads of big name signings, talking about new management and being able to challenge at the top end of the Premier League. But now, none of it. Newcastle are going to have to stay exactly where they are and nothing's going to change. So it's Mike Ashley and it's just not great for Newcastle. The report goes on to say that Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, PCP Capital Partners and Reuben Brothers have withdrawn from the process to buy Newcastle. And this was exclusively reported by Sky Sports News. Papers regarding the proposed takeover were lodged with the Premier League in April and were still being scrutinised. Saudi Arabia's public investment fund has been set to take an 80% stake in the Premier League club under the terms of the deal, which was understood to be worth just over £300 million. But the investment group have now decided to end their interest, citing the worldwide uncertainty caused by the coronavirus pandemic and the prolonged process they have found themselves involved in. A statement read that with deep appreciation for the Newcastle community and the significance of its football club, we have come to the decision to withdraw our interest in acquiring Newcastle United Football Club. We do so with regret as we were excited and fully committed to invest in the great city of Newcastle and believe we could have returned the club to the position of its history, tradition and fans' merit. So look, Newcastle fans, it's not great for them, and I've got a lot of time for Newcastle in all seriousness and their fans, and they've got unbelievable fan base, and the loyalty and the commitment that they show is right up there. They're a brilliant fan base, but my word, are they being put through it. They thought they were finally getting rid of Mike Ashley. They thought they were finally getting rid of Mr. Sports Direct and his jumbo mugs. But it looks like they're the only ones that are being taken for mugs because, again, it's fallen through. And the Premier League, they've got to answer some questions here as well, because why has it taken 3 months for them to try and ratify this? We've seen the stories. I've been reporting on, earlier shows and stuff about some of the, objections that have been put in place from certain groups to do with the Saudi group and everything else. And you're looking at it and you're just thinking to yourself, they've had enough. They've obviously looked at it and said, you know what, this is more hassle than it's worth. I'm out of it. And you're looking at this uncertainty to the current situation. These guys don't need to worry about money. Coronavirus is not affecting them in any way, shape or form. So for me, that's just a big spin-off. That's just something to say to make it look good. But the harsh reality is that I think that they've had enough. That the Premier League, are dragging their heels. They don't really want them involved. And they've kind of looked at that and thought, you know what, if they don't want us, why are we going to put our money into the Premier League and everything else when they don't want us here? Nah, sorry, bye-bye. But what I will say, to this consortium and, the Saudi funds and everything else is that if you really want to take over a Premier League club, go and speak to Stan Kroenke. All right? Go and have a word with him. Yeah, you've got to pay a lot more than Newcastle. It's going to be in the billions at Arsenal, not the millions. But I'll tell you something. Go see Stan have a little word with him and say, listen, Stan, it's a bit of a tough time for you guys at the moment with coronavirus and that. Bam! Lay down the money, come take over Arsenal. And you know what? Come and spend all that money on us. I will gladly take it, and so would every other Arsenal fan. Give Mikel Arteta what he wants. And do you know what you would get out of it? One of the best stadiums in Europe. You'd get a big club. A big club. Proper traditional club. The third biggest club in England. Now that's talking about taking a club to their glory days. You know? Yeah, I'm wishful thinking, but yeah, if they're out there and they want to, invest still, then Arsenal is the place to be. But I doubt they're going to get themselves involved, because it's very clear that the Premier League don't really want them round. And that's why they've taken so long and they've been dragging their heels. But Newcastle, man, what can I say? I feel sorry for you guys, because it's back to being, what you were. And still are, and it's relegation fights. Mike Ashley, Steve Bruce, although he has done a good job, to be fair to him, it's not all the glitz and glamour that you thought. You're talking about signing people like Kylian Mbappe. Yeah, not now. So not great news for Newcastle United. Next piece of news involves Manchester City, and they have had a £41 million bid accepted for Nathan Ake. And it's pretty straightforward, this. They put the bid in. It's been accepted. But I look at it and I think, £41 million? Really? Manchester City are the type of club that's going to unbalance the Premier League spending. When everyone's trying to balance things, during the coronavirus pandemic and everything, Manchester City come along and spend £41 million on a player that's just been relegated. Talented, don't get me wrong, Nathan Ake, quality centre-back. But, come on, £41 million. No. He's not worth £41 million. The talks have begun before the season has finished, apparently. But confirmation of Bournemouth's relegation to the Championship all but confirmed that he was going to depart. And what's now left is personal terms and the length of Ake's contract. But they are not expected to hinder the completion of the deal, which could be concluded before the end of the weekend. And it sounds really weird, because he's a left-sided centre-back, and you're looking at that and you're thinking, Man City have already got Laporte. Where's he going to fit in the side? Is this another case of Manchester City just going out there and spending money to fix holes? It seems very evident what they were doing, and it kind of makes you laugh at Pep Guardiola's claim of Arsene Wenger, of spending money and everything else. Listen, Pep, come on now. Let's, think about this logically. You spend the money when you need to fix and repair things. Arsene Wenger, in his first period at Arsenal and what he did, he was a genius. Let's get that straight. Don't even mention that one again. But yeah, Manchester City, it looks like they are going to be signing Nathan Ake. Fee agreed. And it's just the length of the contract and personal terms. But I don't suppose that will take too long. So, there we go. Last piece of news involves Arsenal and Mesut Ozil. And it's just a constant long-running saga. Oh, it's just boring the life out of me now. But Mesut Ozil's agent has said that he will not be leaving this summer. And he's determined to see out the rest of his contract at the Emirates. And that was revealed by his agent. Ozil has failed to justify his mammoth £350,000 a week pay package over the last 2 years, especially struggling on form under both Unai Emery and now Mikel Arteta. However, Ozil's representatives believe it is unlikely he will secure a move away this summer, especially in the current financial climate. I don't think Mesut will leave before the summer of 2021. Erkut Sagut has told reports. He's got an ongoing contract that hasn't changed. He will stay with Arsenal. Sagut did, however, confirm that Ozil is 90% likely to depart when he becomes a free agent next summer. He added that when his deal is up, I estimate there is a 90% chance that he will leave Arsenal. Maybe Asia, America, Turkey, who knows? God, man. You know what? I've said this before. Nobody's backed up Mesut Ozil more than me, but his time at Arsenal's done. All right? And 350 grand a week is just holding everyone down. And it's not great. And what I would rather Arsenal do is that if we can't get rid of him, and there's not a taker, and he can't go on loan anywhere, and Mesut's refusing to leave, then I would actually pay out the last year of his contract. Pay it off. Get rid of him. You know, it'd be about up to £18 million or something along them lines. It would be the best money spent this summer. Get rid of him, out of the door, pay off his contract, job done. All right, and then we can just move on from it. And we can thank Mesut for the time that he served it. And I'm not one of these that's going to criticise him and his time served. I thank him. You know, he's been part of, you know, us winning trophies again with the FA Cup and everything else after such a barren spell. But he's had his moment. He's had his time that season when he, you know, should have broken Thierry Henry's assist record and everything. That was his time. That was his peak. But now it's done. It's finished. And 350 grand a week. Come on. It's over. Let go. You know, and I think that Arsenal, if he's not going to go, just buy out the last year of his contract and just move him on. And then we as a club can move on now. Not in a year's time. Now. It's as simple as that. So there we go. That is it for today's DT's Daily. As usual, let me know in the comment section what you think about today's topics. What do you think about this Mesut Ozil situation? Should we buy out the last year of his contract and just move him on? Because even when he does play, what does he actually contribute to the team? Honestly, nah, not for me, man. And you can't say anything to me because I've stuck up for him more than anybody. But it is what it is. I'm an Arsenal fan first and foremost. And I want what's best for Arsenal. And what's best is for Mesut Ozil to say goodbye. Simple as that. Of course, FA Cup final tomorrow. There will be a preview for that later today. Live watch along on AFTV for the Cup final. And then player ratings on Sunday. No DT's Daily over the course of the weekend. Of course, it's Monday to Friday. And I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm nervous. I'm anxious. I'm excited. I'm gutted I can't be at Wembley and inside the stadium, but it is what it is right now. And listen, what will be, and I hope that I'm smiling after this one, that's for sure. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, make sure you smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.